Oh, hey, what's happening, people? Well, just, y'all have any interest in, probably a very simple thing to do is swap from points to electronic ignition. I mean, I know that's something a lot of people have already done, but, you know, there are those that maybe they haven't done it in so long, they forgot half of it. So I just did that. I just went on this Dodge truck, been running a points distributor. I bought it from Napa. I just wanted something simple and hook power to it that starts, and I didn't care. So I figured I'd keep the distributor for other projects. And so I was ready to go ahead and swap to just a standard electronic ignition, you know, Chrysler, not a race distributor or race box, you know, that orange box that comes with the race stuff, but just something you would have got from the dealership, like on a 72 Fury with a 360 in it, or, you know, drove it off the lot. That's what I bought. And I just wanted something to hook up. It is real simple. It's real simple. Let's see if I can get a good... Let's see here. There it is back there. You can kind of see it. I had a little argument with some of these plug wires that actually messed up and stuck the metal probe that goes in the cap stuck in there, and I had to cut them out and fool with that and redo them, and kind of made a mess and got me aggravated. But I got them in there, and I did test this thing, and it does run, and it runs good. It started right up. So I'm just going to give you a real quick rundown of what I did here. Here's the new chrome box that comes with it. I'm sorry, not the chrome box. They have a chrome box too. The blue box that comes with it, and this is the pigtail. You recognize, I'm sure you Chrysler guys have seen that. And it's real simple. You hook it into up here. You have to run a ballast resistor, so you run your power into there, and you have to run a breakerless coil, and Axle makes it, so you definitely, it comes with one, but well, it doesn't come with it. It's extra, but they have one they recommended they send you, but I already had one, and they said that this particular one will work. So I have power coming from the truck, you know, coming from a toggle switch I have in there. Turns the ignition on. That goes over here to this first side of the ballast resistor, which they provide that too. You need the right one. Can't be just any ballast resistor. It's got to be the one that comes in the kit. Use that, and then of course it comes out and goes right to the coil on the positive side. And then the other wire you see hanging off that positive terminal is another switch I have in there that'll charge it with 12 volts direct for starting. And they said that is how to do it, and I know that's how to do it. And then the only other wire is a black wire. Back here, you can't really see it, but it's hooked to the negative side of the coil. There's a black wire. I'll show you which one it is. It's this black wire right here. That's part of this. So the one that goes to the brain is a blue wire. And that runs over there to the positive side of the coil. And that's... I've got them tied together. You see I got the blue and the yellow going in the tape, and it comes out as one. They're tied together that way. See that? They're tied together, and they just go right there to that side of the ballast resistor, and they come back out and hooks right to the coil right there. And then you have the one that's 12 volts when you push on the button. I've got a little button in there. That is all there is to it. I'll show you the directions. Well, let me show you this. I got this deal here. That one there's the coil. That's fuel pump. I'm in the middle of that too. I'm changing fuel pumps. And this hits it with 12 volts. But I just do that when I'm cranking it with the key over here. I hit that. I already have the yellow one turned on, and I got my fuel turned on when I'm starting it. And it starts right up instantly. So here's the direction. Here it is. That's how you do it. I mean, that is very easy to understand. Run, start, that's the one that comes off this little button I got right here. That's the way I've wired it. That gives it 12 volts to the coil for starting, because it starts a little better when you've got more power to it. But they don't want it always 12 volts. They want you to run your power through the ballast resistor on normal run time. That's what that means. And then the blue wire I showed you comes off of that plug, and it goes through the ballast resistor and over here to the positive side of the coil. And the black wire is the one that you can't hardly see. It's on the negative side of the coil. And the green wire, I'll show you that in a minute, you don't even use it. I don't know what that's for. And then you have your distributor plug right there. That just plugs into the distributor. The only thing they say to do is make sure you have a good ground for your box, your brain box. Control module is what they really call this thing. That's your brain. And it has to be grounded to like the inner fender is what I did. So that's that. And it works. I mean, it started right up. Beautiful. It had no problem. No problem at all. Let's see if I can get a better look at it back here. I don't know, you can maybe, it just looks like a distributor, but it just has a regular vacuum advance. That goes there to the ported vacuum on the side of the carburetor. Don't put it down on the bottom. That is not where you hook the distributor. It goes right here on the side of the carburetor. So that's ported vacuum. This under there is constant vacuum, so you don't want that. And that's about it. Oh, I wanted to show you that green wire, but I just cut it off. Where'd that thing go? Green wire. I got a little bit of a. See, there you go. That's all. Comes right off of that pigtail there, and I cut it right off. So I mean, there's a lot of wires there, and some of that stuff I got to tidy it up a little bit. But I had to make a lot of my own wiring harness to get around all the fuel injection stuff, because that stuff all quit. And so I was like, well, I'll just make everything my own. All right, well, part of that involved this fuel pump. I had this thing here on it, and it actually did okay. It's very low performance, but it did put out 5 pounds in the beginning anyway. Eldebrock makes it, and I got it at O'Reilly's. And it's not rated for a whole lot, but it does all right. But it seemed to be getting weaker just after a few months. It was starting to lose it. And I was like, I want to deal with that, so I'm putting in a Holly Red pump. It's fine, and you can rebuild these things. I used to run the blue pump on a lot of my real fast cars, but this is just a pickup truck, and I don't need that. But I do need a good, reliable fuel pump. And here's the old points distributor. It's fine. I'm going to keep that for something else. Just for starting up these old Chryslers. Just when I don't have anything else, you can throw a points distributor in there, and it's real easy. It fires right up. So anyway, that's the deal there with this thing. And I thought it might help somebody trying to wire up an electronic ignition. Maybe you haven't done it in 20 years, forgot how to do it, and you might have something laying around the house. You'll need that distributor hookup. But that stuff is easy to get. So I got this. I can't demonstrate it. I'm working on stuff. I got the fuel pump out. I got the alternator off. I'm doing something here with this oil dipstick. But that's a whole other story. Anyway, please like and subscribe, people. Thank you, and I'll keep this stuff coming to you. I got plenty of projects in there.